roboting, baby. Nice. Hybrid racing in the box. This is the original one off the car, FA5. This is the one that comes in the hybrid racing kit. So now we're getting to a point where we're gonna do some fine bleeding. We're gonna have some fun. What's going on, guys? It's your boy out here, Boom Boom Tisk. Thanks for tuning in. We got the daily out here today, Civic Si FA5 that I've been working on slowly but surely, and it's gonna be a fun day because, well, we got these right here. So finally gonna lower this thing. I can't wait to see it, and yeah, it's time to get to work. So pretty recently, a little update here. I did score this hybrid trunk. Obviously still USDM rear. I would love to do a JDM conversion like FE2. That's kind of on my dream list, but for now this will do because we're not dented over here, and I kind of like the fact that it says hybrid and it's got the little lid spoiler there. So I think it looks pretty cool, kind of USDM swag, you know. But definitely needs some window tint cleaned up here, and that's pretty much it. We're just driving this thing. Obviously it could use some better wheels. We'll see what happens after we lower it, so I'll give us some ideas of what we're gonna wanna go with. But yes, so we got the S3 suspension over here. Let's crack these open. I'm a professional packer. Another packer. Oh, look at that. We got it. You guys already know the drill. Y'all have probably seen the other video we did with the S3s on the EK hatch. If you haven't, go watch it. But anyway, so we got another set of S3 coilovers for the FA5 today. And yeah, so right here we got the Swift springs. These ones are the street and track kit for this car. So I believe there would be a 10K front spring and a 14K rear spring. So it's pretty cool because we also, you know, again, damper adjustability, height adjustability, all that good stuff. So that's going to be the fronts right there. And let's take a look at one of the backs. So the back suspension on this car has a spring and shock separate. It's going to have something like this. So let's see here. Bada boom. So that is the coilover adjustment. This is going to go under the spring. It says, look, it says right there, adjuster mounted under the spring. So that's gonna go there. And then we have the rear right here as well. Spring. All right. And we have the rear shock, which will be also adjustable. So, all right, so there's the rear shock. That's also threaded, adjustable. So, well, with that being said, and last but not least, the plate frame. So, yes, I'm sure there's stickers in there too. All important stuff to complete your kit and get the job done right. Speaking of jobs, let's get started. Wheels are off the car now. So you remove these covers out of the way here. You got access to the top bolts 1, 2, and 3, the strut mount bolts here. And then looking in here, we have, obviously these 2 bolts are gonna come out, but we'll also have to make sure to remove the brake hose right there. We have some ABS sensors and that kind of thing too. And then for the most part, look, that's pretty much it. So, well, should be pretty simple here. Just a standard McPherson strut type removal and install. So let's get to it. Boom. One strut is out. Look how freaking blown this thing is. So nasty. Well, all right, let's put the new one in. All right, well, a couple things to note here with the new strut that's going in. So for one, this one has a pillowball top mount here with camber adjustment here. So you can see, obviously, you would loosen this, be able to push in the strut in and out. And then on top of that, we also have adjustment here at the knuckle bolts. So this is a little slotted. The factory one, you can see there is no slots, so that also allows for some extra camber adjustment. And the nice thing is they also included this detail of where to put the sensor. So kind of look at the old strut here. It's got that, and then we have our brake hose would bolt up right there. And so we have that here as well. So that's a nice detail. Anything quality, you gotta have that on there. So we can have a very OE style installation. But obviously we got the hot boy performance right here, baby. So let's go pop these back in. All right, well, it's gonna be a long night, so let's crack this open here. Oh, look at that one-handed. Booyah. All right, sir. Oh, cheers. Cheers. Yeah. All right. So we got both sides are in here. Sick. I just went ahead and maxed this out because I don't know why. You know, more camber, no problem there. So we're gonna put the wheel back on, put the front down, get started on the back. Yep. All right, well, the fronts are on the ground. We're gonna get started on the back here. So we have the rear spring, like I said. It's a separate setup here with the shock and the spring. So hopefully it's pretty straightforward. We're gonna go inside a trunk here. So I've already pushed out some of these clips. You move this out of the way, and ba-boom. There's your bolt for the strut, so we'll go ahead and loosen that. And then hopefully that gives us enough droop to get the spring out. All right, rear suspension is out. Got the spring out here. Popped off the top part here. That was like here, so that came down. And then this was at the bottom. So basically what I did, I had to disconnect the brake hose and this so I don't tear it when I put the arm down. And then we loosened the two bolts up here. So that swung down. And this also we loosened as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these two bolts, I'm gonna put this back together so I don't have to fight it with the spring on the car. And then hopefully the spring being shorter, which by the way is right here. So this is gonna go here like so. And like that. So that's gonna go in there. And then obviously we have the shock. Shock height is adjustable. We'll be sure to put our little rubber stoppers on. And yeah, that should be it. Okay, I may have loosely mentioned this, but this is getting removed because we got the booyah. So, Vegan Racing camber kit for the rear here. We're gonna go ahead and pop that on, give ourselves some adjustment, because usually on these cars, when you lower them, the rear camber tends to go in way more than the front, so we're gonna try to address that as well. I don't think we'll have time to align this car today, but we'll at least have the arms in here too, so we can finish up the job with that. It's actually pretty cool. So, yeah, you got the camber gate here. It's even matching the OEM one, really OEM style too. So obviously you guys already know, we got hardened rubber bushings in there too. And it looks like they even already put anti-seize. It's already got anti-seize in there. So that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and probably try to match up the length of this other one here. And then we'll put it in. This conversation without context would be very strange. Is it in? All the way in, baby. Yeah. All right, there you go. Damn, that looks sick. Yo, how cool is this? Woo! No binding, baby. That's nice. All right, look at that. I got John over there stuffed in a wheel well. Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. So, John's gonna do the honors over here.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Why am I laughing at that? Let's go. Yeah, lower it. I think we lowered it. That's lower.
It does.
Yeah, nice. Yay. All right, we're back on the ground. Look at that. Nice. You know what? For not adjusting it and just kind of going out the box, height is actually pretty even front to rear here. So, like I said, we still gotta align this thing. So we'll try to spend some time on it this weekend. But so far, dude, I'm pretty happy. I'm liking this car a little bit more now. Just a little bit. All right, there it is. I don't want to call it the finished product just yet because we still got to adjust the ride height a little bit more in the front here. We had to play with the preload because at the height that I had it at when I first installed it, had way too much preload in the rear. And so it was causing the spring to sit like overly compressed. And the car was riding like really bad. So I was like, oh man, I was pretty confused at first. I was a little scared, to be honest. So basically what we ended up doing was I adjusted the spring height because I wanted to lower the back more anyway. So the back is all the way lowered down at this height on the spring perch. And I matched the length of the shock to the height, but basically to the point where the spring is like just about compressed, kind of like if you were adjusting a coilover, like a threaded body coilover, and you just have a little bit of preload on the spring, but not too much. So same idea with the rear. The spring and the shock are separate in the rear, so it's a little different on these cars. We got it dialed in pretty good. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. Somebody's probably gonna chime in and say, oh, why'd you do it this way or that way? But hey, this way works. We got the back where we want it. Now we'll just have to spend some time dialing the front. And of course we need to do the alignment as well. So all in all though, I'm still pretty stoked to see this thing lowered, you know, it's progress, good progress. All right, y'all. We're in reverse. And it's locked in. Well, let's try this. Okay. And we're back here again. John's gonna take the FA5 out for a spin and decide whether or not he wants one. You look good in there.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Oh. You got this, bro. All right, so while he does that, couple things are gonna happen today. So it's been a few weeks since the S3 coilovers have been installed, so shout outs to S3, good stuff. Been loving it so far, but the car does need an alignment. Besides that, there's another thing we're gonna do today, and I'm really excited about that. So we got this right here, guys. Check it out, hybrid racing in the box. You're looking at a clutch master cylinder. So basically what this is, it's a shift system upgrade. And we're gonna try to address some of the lockout issues that we've been having with the FA5. This is an EM1 Civic Si clutch master cylinder. That's gonna get swapped on there along with this new clutch line. We're gonna put some MOTUL RBF 660 DOT4 brake fluid in there for the clutch fluid. And hopefully we can shift better. So I'm really excited about that. It's something that I've been really wanting to do because this is a problem that I keep having with this car, especially in heavy traffic. But yeah, hopefully after that, we would be good to go. And we'll take this car pretty much wherever we want. So yeah, like I said, really excited. And he's back. Well,
Definitely doesn't like second gear.
yes.
I'm stuck in reverse right now.
And you're stuck in reverse. Yeah, see, lockout.
Drove it hard.
Yeah, it smells like brakes now. Where's that clutch? I can't tell. All right, so we're gonna start off by removing the battery and the air box. That should make us some room. Let's get jamming. All right, now with the air box and the battery out of the way, just about see the clutch master cylinder, the stock one's in there somewhere. But before we pull that out, we're gonna try to get some of the old clutch fluid removed out of there so that we don't make as big of a mess as we need to. But we'll probably still make a mess anyways, so yeah, let's get started on that. All right, in my attempt to not make a giant mess, I did end up pulling the clutch fluid reservoir off here, tucked it off to the side, took the clip off, pulled the line off there. As you can see, it's there. It's still attached down there into the clutch master cylinder on the car. All right, now next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and remove the line going to the clutch slave cylinder down there. So get a flare nut, 10 mil wrench, and then we'll hold this side as well. Let's get that out of there. We're now looking under the dash here. I'm gonna remove this panel out of the way so we can get a better view of the clutch pedal. And then we'll start getting ready to pull it out from that side as well. There's gonna be 2 bolts right there on the clutch master cylinder on the back side of this pedal, kind of down in that area by the firewall. So we'll remove that. This should be able to allow us to pull the clutch master cylinder out from the front. We're back in the front here. I'm gonna try to snake my hand in there and get the clutch master cylinder out. And we're also gonna remove the line here. Take this clip off. Some of the clips off for the line. Now that clip there. One down there as well. Move some of the harness out of the way there. You can see it. And then, oh, there you go. There's another one. A little tighter than a 90s Honda. Just a little. I'm not gonna act like that was easy because that was not easy, but the clutch master cylinder is free. Yeah. Damn! Holy shit. Yeah. Damn, dude. Wow. No FA5 for you, huh?
Don't do it.
Hey, you only gotta do this once, hopefully, right? Because, you know.
I'll buy this from you because I know that you did it.
That's a bad idea. Anyways, we got the clutch master cylinder out with the line still attached to it. A little bending, a little yelling, and here we are. So on to the next step. And there you go. So we have, this is the original one off the car, FA5. This is the one that comes in the hybrid racing kit, which is a EM1 clutch master cylinder. This one I believe has like a delay valve of some sort too, which contributes to some of the lockout that we get. So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna swap over this OEM fork over here onto the new clutch master cylinder. And then we have these lines right here. This line's gonna go in there as well, which I believe replaces most of this hard line. So, well, let's see here. We're gonna pull this back out of the way. Dust boots out of the way. You can see a C-clamp that we gotta pull out right there. Cool. All right, clamp this back in, rods in from the OEM clutch master cylinder. A little note here, make sure that C-clamp in there is all the way down past the lip. All right, and now we have the line in there. All right, hold up, let me stop you right here. So, there's a very important step according to the hybrid racing instructions where you are supposed to pour brake fluid into the hole where that line is going into. And this would help reduce some of the air that is in the system and cut down on some of the bleeding times. We didn't do that. You'll soon see what happens. Look at that, looks pretty nice. Here goes nothing. Whoa, look at that. It's in there. And just like that, we are back here under the car. Well, under the dashboard. And we got everything in place here. So that's the new clutch master cylinder. Both of the 12mm bolts there on those rods are tightened down. We even got the clip back in there and the little pin that goes inside the fork. And the dust boots on there too, so that's a nice little finishing touch. Let's go take a look at what it looks like under the hood. And yep, that's how it is inside the car. You can see the rubber hose that's gonna go to the clutch master reservoir right there in the front. And then there's the hard line right there. There you go, see here, routes actually was able to route this pretty nicely too. So I got it tucked under the battery tray, and then all the way down to the clutch slave cylinder right there. So honestly, I think it looks pretty good. Kind of gets rid of the whole hard line here that used to be in the front. And when we put the battery and the air box on the car, nice little way to clean up the engine bay too. So I'm pretty stoked about that. The thing to do now is put some fluid in it, then of course bleed it, double check the free play on the pedal, and then of course the air box and all that stuff's gonna go back in there too. So, well, hopefully this all works out. I can't wait to drive it and not have any problems. Cross my fingers, but yeah, we're almost there. Okay, look at that. Bleeder screw is right there. Yep, you see it. All right, you guys, well, we're back here again. We're like, it's been a few days since we were last messing with this. I would definitely suggest, if you're going to do this job on your car, fill the clutch master cylinder with fluid first before you put it in. Definitely cuts down on some of the bleeding process, the bleeding time, and that's where we're at right now. Might actually remove the line, try to get some fluid into the clutch master cylinder, and then we'll try to do this again. All right, well, let me walk you through what I just did here. If you decide to skip the instruction the Hybrid Racing graciously gives you, well, what I had to do, please come here and take a look. I had to loosen this multiple times and use this syringe to pump brake fluid into there to start to get the fluid in, because you're supposed to fill the top, where this goes into the clutch master cylinder, you're supposed to fill that with brake fluid so you don't have to do this. And that way it has less air in the system. But so I didn't do that, and here we are. That's got air in it now, and then I would push this down, crack the bleeder screw with this pushed down by hand, and then that would let some more air out. So now we're getting to a point where you can do some fine bleeding here. Okay, you ready? Ready to pump? Here. It's the rod on the slave cylinder going in ever so slightly. Well, clutch seems to be bled now. So we're gonna try to clean off all the brake fluid, maybe even clean the rest of the engine bay while we're at it too, before we start putting everything else back in here. So I just basically sprayed some degreaser in this area, some of the Totally Awesome. So we'll see how that looks. And also, besides that, we gotta really wash this thing, because there's like a ton of spiders like in here. All the spider webs. There's a big one, it was like that big. So yeah, this car's definitely due for a wash after we're all said and done here. Okay, well, that looks pretty good for now. Yeah, would hate to get carried away cleaning this thing. And we're back here all the way inside. Engine bay is nice and cleaned up. I like when stuff like this is blue and you can actually see the color of things. It's really satisfying. We got all the brake fluid washed out, so we should be good to go here. Should be ready to put all this stuff back in the car, so let's do that. All right, just like that. Got the air box back in, battery, everything's all back in place here. Let's go start it up. Okay. All right, well, we were able to move the car from here to here. So that is a very good sign. The next thing to do now is to take it out for a test drive and see if we can shift okay, get in all the gears okay, and maybe even try a couple pulls. I don't know. Oh. All right. Here goes nothing. Here goes everything. We have engagements. So nervous. Whoa. Clutch pedal so much stiffer. It's so stiff. I feel like engages and disengages a lot quicker. Should have been more than enough to get the clutch hot. See if it stays in gear. Nope. Goes in and out of gear. Oh my gosh, so much better. All right. Well, there you have it. We made it back. So, yes, everything's working. So far, so good, which is amazing. No lockout when we got back here, so that was nice. The real test will be when we drive this thing in traffic to see if we still get lockout when the clutch gets really hot. Definitely some noticeable differences here. The clutch pedal does feel a lot stiffer, and so that does take some getting used to, especially when trying to shift fast. And I don't know, of course, these cars have like really annoying rev hang, so there's that too. But yes, I'm so relieved. It works. I didn't even adjust the clutch pedal travel, so I mean, they do suggest looking into that, but so far everything seems okay. So I don't know, I'm gonna call it done, but I'll keep you guys posted. We'll drive this thing through traffic and we'll just see how it goes. And now that all the hard work is knocked out of the way here, we're gonna have some fun. So let's see.
Ravs Engineering.
All right, dude, you ready for this? Let's see it. Ooh. Oof. Damn, dude. Look at that. Well, yay or nay? Well, in case you were wondering, 18 by 8.5 plus 30 with 245, 40, 18 Falcon tires. Obviously, fenders are not rolled. Camber, unknown right now. And in the rear, square setup, so same size in the rear. we're like not even all the way down on the ground. So obviously we're not driving with this setup right now, but hey, now we know. Do we like 18s on there or 17 is gonna be the move? Okay, up next. All right, thoughts? Yeah? Damn. Yeah, I'm feeling this. It's funny because it kind of looks like how the car already did with the black wheels, but just cleaner. Yeah, so we got Regas on here now. 17x9 plus 40 offset, I believe. 45. And then it's got a 245, 40, 17 Nankang tire on there. Yay or nay, guys? I could already tell you where I'm leaning right now, but yeah, tell me what you think. And we're back outside. Stock wheels are back on, so sorry guys, no cool wheels just yet, but I do feel like I kind of know what I want on it, so that's pretty exciting. Gonna finally drive this thing home, which is also very exciting. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was informative for some of you guys if you're looking to do something like this, and hopefully you learn from my mistakes. But yes, expect some more FA5 content in the near future here. It's gonna be a fun but maybe relatively slow little build. We obviously got updates coming for the EK, the EG. Y'all already know. Always staying busy. So yes, definitely looking forward to getting this thing dialed in as well. Should be a pretty fun little daily that we can just cruise around, take the fam in it too. You know, that's kind of what the idea is with this car, is to have something that I can enjoy on a more regular basis, because y'all already know. But anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a good one. Peace out.